Hello and welcome to today's Payneful Thought. Today we return to our journey on life's painful thoughts. Payneful Thoughts, Book 1. You are stronger than you think. You know, it's a phrase we hear all the time, isn't it? You're stronger than you think. It can sound like a platitude, just something people say. But I've found there's a deep truth to it, one that people often discover only in retrospect. Let's explore this idea together, this notion that you're stronger than you think. It's a phrase we hear often, maybe even so often that it starts to lose its meaning. But I think there's a profound truth buried in there, one that's backed by more than just platitudes. The core idea here hinges on a simple psychological reality. We are notoriously bad at predicting our own capacity for hardship. We tend to envision future challenges and imagine ourselves buckling under the pressure. This is a cognitive bias, really. Our present self, comfortable and safe, can't fully comprehend the resources our future self will muster when actually called upon. The strength isn't summoned on a sunny day, it's forged in the difficult moments themselves. It's less a pre-existing entity and more a dynamic process of adaptation. Research in the field of post-traumatic growth suggests that many people don't just bounce back after adversity, they can actually bounce forward, developing new strengths, a deeper appreciation for life, and more meaningful relationships. Tedeschi Calhoun, 2004. Perhaps the most common mistake is conflating strength with the absence of struggle. Real strength isn't about being an unbreakable pillar. It looks far more like getting out of bed when every fiber of your being wants to stay under the covers. It's the courage to be vulnerable, to ask for help, to cry, and then to keep going anyway. It's in the small, almost invisible choices, making a meal when you have no appetite, reaching out to a friend when you feel like isolating. These aren't small things, they're everything. This aligns with the concept of psychological flexibility, a core component of acceptance and commitment therapy which values the ability to feel difficult feelings while still taking steps toward what matters. Hayes et al., 2012. We build this resilience muscle through lived experience. Every time you navigate a difficult conversation, survive a loss, or simply endure a terrible day, you're adding to your internal repository of evidence. You're creating a personal history that you can look back on and say, I got through that. I can probably get through this too. It's a form of self-efficacy, the belief in one's ability to execute the behaviors necessary to manage prospective situations. Bandura, 1977. You can't know it's there until you've had to use it, and that's the tricky part, isn't it? We don't get to test it beforehand. So the focus shouldn't be on trying to feel strong all the time. That's an exhausting performance. The work is in learning to trust your capacity to handle distress, even and especially when you feel weak. It's about remembering your past victories, the ones you might even dismiss as not being a big deal. They were a big deal. They brought you here. Here are some personal reflection questions for you to work on. One, can you pinpoint a past challenge you initially felt was insurmountable? What specific quality, like patience, humor, or stubbornness, helped you get through it that you hadn't fully credited yourself for before? 2, what does a small victory look like for you, especially on a difficult day? How can you get better at acknowledging those wins instead of dismissing them? 3, when you're in the middle of a hard time, what is your first instinct? To isolate, to seek help, to push harder? How has that instinct served you, and how might you balance it? 4, if your future self could look back on this current moment, what strength do you think they would say you were demonstrating, even if you can't see it right now? 5, what's one tangible reminder you could create for yourself, a note, a photo, a song, that could help you recall your own proven strength during a future moment of doubt? Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and share. Until next time, I wish you less painful thoughts.